time to embrace, a time to turn away, and there's a time to love, a time for peace. And today, I know Bev is reminding you too that this is your day. As I was thinking about you too, the word that kept coming to my mind was faith. As long as I've known you, you both have exercised faith, and it has so challenged me. Whenever I had the privilege and the opportunity to be with a couple and to encourage them, I just think about my life and my relationship with them and how they've spoken to my heart. And I think of a couple verses for you both, and maybe not the verses that are always at a wedding, but we all know 1 Corinthians 13, why it's such a wonderful job. Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. And Hebrews 11:6 says that it is impossible to please God without faith. Faith, that word faith, and trusting oneself completely to God. And from the very beginning of getting to know these two, I remember when Cole came to Prairie Wind, that's where we meet on a Sunday morning at church. And I remember having an opportunity to get to meet him and talk to him, and I realized that he was a student at a campus that was not UNO. And I thought, well, I wonder if he's going to hang in there. I wonder if he's going to keep coming. And you make the effort. God was speaking to your heart. You exercised faith. You didn't live with the guys, but you just continued to pour yourself into the men around you. And it was a privilege and a pleasure to just watch your life. You chose to stay. I remember we had that conversation about you moving off to some Christian college somewhere, which is just fine. And you were asking those questions about, well, should I go or not go? And I just looked at you and I remember just thinking to you and I said, Cole, I think God can teach you just as much right here. You just lock a hold of that like a pit bull. Brother, it's just a privilege watching God just raise you up and make you into the man that you've been and who you are, and it's a testament to your family. I think of how you waited for this one. Think of how God takes us through these journeys and these valleys sometimes, and there are high tops and there are low tops, and yet you never lost your heart, you never lost your faith. Faith, that's what I see in your life. I think of you, Julie, when you first came to that little youth group, and you showed up that one night out on our lawn, and I thought, why would that girl ever come back here? Why would she ever hang around with just half a dozen people her own age? But you did. And you didn't just hang around. You actually, showed us how to play soccer. You actually showed us how to do things and have fun. And it was just such a testament to you and your family. Think how you reached out, you joined in, it wasn't a matter of size, it wasn't a matter of anything, it was just a matter of your commitment, your faith, your belief. And it spurred me on. And think of how God was calling you to Costa Rica. And how Mom was sick. And how you just wrestled and worked through that daily growth with your family and believing that God was still going to be gracious, and He was. And you displayed faith. You waited for Him. You trusted. And I think of how that word means, that faith. That faith means entrusting oneself completely to God. There's so many displays of faith, but when it comes to the Christian faith, I've seen you two display faith. Faith that is defined in the Scripture. That is what's going to keep you two glued together. It's your faith in God. It's your faith in each other. I challenge you both to grow in your faith. Exercise your faith. Believe in your faith. Love God together in your faith. And then 11, just a little bit later on, verse 6, it says, and that He, God, rewards those who sincerely Cole says the first person he ever met in Candlewood was you. Now, you don't remember probably quite as much, but he does. She's the first girl I met after flying. So, no wonder. Well, these are some of the observations that God used in Cole's life, to open his eyes to you, Julie. It was your servant's heart. It's your listening